10 a.m. is 10 p.m. somewhere else. Life is continuous. 7 a.m. is 7 p.m. somewhere else. Sunset is sunrise somewhere else. So what the hell are you talking about? Please don't be guilty of this with the ideas. You know, people will say, Yanga. Don't. Because my father had a statement that I will never forget. He said, Ita, my Calabar name is Ita, Ita means stop son. So my father was talking to me. He said, when you see someone do like this, he said, you know what? You know what's happening? He said, no. He said, the inside is empty. So this is compensating. because if the inside is full, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. It is full from the grace of God. It's complete. You know, what I see and I know before. Even if it's near. You see the simplicity. But the inside is full, complete, self-confident, humble. So to trust is said it all. You know, during church services, talk to your right, to your left, shake your brother, and then we sing and all that, we smile, and we hug ourselves. So all those na photo trick. Don't tell me it's photo trick, please. You cannot find one here. It is so excellently well. That's what I said, put in my small recipe. I'm feeling scandalized. No, you should have bonds here. You should have trustworthy bonds here. I'm telling you, you should have trustworthy bonds. But let me come to an issue that is an overriding issue. That is the essence of corporate governance. Good corporate governance. In other words, procedures for doing things. You know, it's like tax payment. Don't allow it to accumulate. When you allow it to accumulate, payment becomes difficult. And when payment becomes difficult, you start looking for how to dodge. How to go and right. My mom used to say that you don't put a goat and the tuber of yam in the room and lock up and say, dear Lord Jesus, may the goat not eat the yam. No, goats are meant to eat yams. So don't even put goat and yam in the same room. That's what she used to say. So do not tempt the human person. We are weak, and the good Lord knows that we are weak. So that's why good corporate governance eliminates and reduces or minimizes that probability. Render returns, take down minutes, open account, all of you are 3 signatories. Have milestones. This somebody knows. So that's what you see, that's what good corporate governance eliminates and minimizes. So you do the right things properly, not to build trust. Okay? And you know what? Some people then ask, what will be done about this project? Say, no, this guy will not agree. My professor told me something. He said, man, the problem with Nigeria is about tendency to do wrong. So if a mechanic tells you a lie and he chops 2,000 naira. Alright? When he becomes a councillor, he will chop 20,000. When he becomes a local government chairman, he will chop 2 million. When he becomes a commissioner, he will chop 20 million. When he becomes a governor, he will chop 200 million. So the tendency to do wrong, so you detect it very easily. And as you go on in the church like this, as you form friendship, you should learn to know the person. You should detect tendencies. Let me tell you how you detect tendencies that are not good. This is your friend, okay? It's your own friend. Now, if you see, monitor the way he treats others, not you. Can you get my point? When you see the way he treats others who are not his friends, I can tell you, by the same token, the day you fall out with him, that is how he will treat you. Meeting people in high places to start a business. This is what another was referring to. It is not every business that you need to see people in high places to start a business. Grow the business. This is what World Bank says. Think big, start small, and scale fast. MKO sold firewood. Dangote sold biscuits. Richard Branson was selling audio cassettes. I didn't know I was that taxi driver. Build your business. Grow it. Grow it. Look at all of us. We were born as babies, infants. In Latin, infantum, cannot talk. You only babble. Then you learn how to sit. Then you crawl. Then you held a table and you stood up. Then after that you went around the round table on the side of the table. Then your first few steps. Then became a toddler. Then you ran. Then that shows you that it is not done overnight. Let me run on. So you know what, grow your business. The last point I want to, because a lot of this have been handled on the basis of trust. The third one is, must every business have a website? All other issues have been handled. Why do you call it a business? Business means they are consumers, they are customers, isn't it? Isn't it? You want to make money, isn't it? So you want to market it. So would you have a product that you want to market and you are joking with a marketing channel? I don't want to give you a simple example. The women in Balogo market, in Idomata, those who know the things they sell there are those who walk past the market street. Isn't it? Is it not so? I want you to understand me. When you own a shop, physical shop, only those that walk past your street will see what you have in the shop. Is it not so? But when you have a website, after you have a domain name, people will see what you have in that shop who have never passed through the street. Can you get the point? Because it's the market that you're looking for. So you have to choose between zero market or very tiny market of people walking past your street and global market, because internet exposes your business to the whole world. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome back to What is New TV 247, and today we said we're looking at businesses in Nigeria that will run as a system and not as an individual. And we have one of the resource persons for this unique event, Kotsi Covenant Keepers Business Network. He's a veteran practitioner in Nigeria in the ICT industry. He's popularly called the Reverend in business. So I would like to meet you officially.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Well, fine, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, please introduce yourself.
I'm Emmanuel Ekuwem. I'm the CEO of Teledom Group. And, I'm happy to be here to discuss with young Nigerians, share ideas with them, look at the global structure of business, and then look at the things that are happening in our country, Nigeria, and let them know that everything has to do with the translation of their minds, to the physical world. Everything must start as a dream.
All right. So please, while you're taking your leave, we would like to take a little walk with you. So we would like you to, first of all, define a Nigerian business to us. A typical Nigerian business, how would you define it?
Small scale businesses, you have big businesses, you have large scale businesses.
All right.
But at the end of the day, your business is providing a product or a solution to the end user, to the customer.
Right.
And they must be able to afford the products or the solutions that you offer. And then your product quality must be high, and you must be ready to compete with other practitioners within your sector or subsector of the market, and it must be ready to compete with the global business community, because there's one thing we must know: whatever you do, think globally while you are acting locally, because there's not like local standard. So once the quality is good, both of the product and of the solution, be rest assured that people would come on board your product or your solution.
So I want to thank you for that. So you've practiced in Nigeria for over a decade now, especially in the ICT industry. What would you say is the vision of the ICT industry in Nigeria, looking at broadband and other issues in brief?
I can tell you the ICT industry in Nigeria is one sector of the Nigerian economy that has developed very, very quickly,
yes,
that every Nigerian should be proud of and should be satisfied with the performance of that industry. we can say that to a large extent we've conquered, in quotes, voice, narrowband voice. So because this is no longer expensive to afford. I remember that I had to wait for 1.5 years to get a number of the 090 of those days of MTEL.
Yes, sir.
If you relate that to what I do now, you walk to, or people do now, you walk to the nearest GSM operator customer service center, and then you do the SIM card registration, you pick a SIM card, you load your phone, you're already making calls within the following 1 or 2 minutes. Yes. Compare that to what I was doing for 1.5 years of lobbying, of pressurizing, of begging before I could have a service. That's a paradigm shift. So narrowband voice, we've done very, very well. We moved from about 450 lines in total, both landline and mobile line, to more than 100 million as I speak.
Wow.
As I speak, about 105 million. That is a phenomenal development. That's a quantum leap. Yes. We've done well. And the industry, until recently, was the fastest growing in the world.
Wow.
But still remains the fastest growing in Africa. That is a healthy development, and Nigerians can make it. I'm a firm believer in the competitive spirit of the Nigerian.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in the vibrancy of the Nigerian person. I'm very, very proud of the dynamism, of the creativity of an average Nigerian. What he needs is an enabling environment. Copious availability of electricity, good regulations, no lawlessness in the streets. I can tell you, put a Nigerian there, he or she would excel.
Sir, we want to thank you very much for your time. Sir, the final words we want to give to young people watching us right now and other viewers is the idea of the Redeemed Christian Church partnering with Covenant Keepers Business Network to bring Emyth to Nigeria to share ideas on how business are supposed to run and become sustainable. What do you think about this idea?
It's a healthy development. That's why when I was invited to be a resource person, I spontaneously agreed to come here on the platform of the Covenant Network and then the Redeemed Christian Church to chat with young people, and then to be able to motivate them and inspire them to know that for young people of any country, they fall into this bracket of the dynamic, the vibrant, the patient, the hardworking, the visionary. Wow. And this is a very powerful segment of any nation's population. So, and our duty as a nation is to develop that segment that is, by definition, vibrant, active, dynamic, impatient, visionary, and pushful. Once the country concentrates a lot of resources on developing that segment of its population, I can tell you, for that country, the sky is the limit. So, for me to have been invited to come to this event and then to have the opportunity to talk and dialogue and discuss with young people, entertain their questions, was for me a cream on my, or an icing on my cake, in the sense that if you do not develop them, then the future is bleak.
Wow.
Yes, the future is bleak. So they are an evidence of the future in the present. So once the young people of the nation are happy, contented, inspired, motivated, and very pushful, and they know that they will soon take over the leadership of the country, then I can tell you that country has come to stay, and it will be an always developing country.
So I want to thank you very much. Our viewers, right here is Dr. Ekwem, a veteran practitioner in the ICT industry here in Nigeria. He has actually given us some of the keys to actually drive business to a sustainable level. Please take your time out to post your comment on our favorite channel. We want to get feedback from what you just heard now. It is your favorite channel, WinTV247, powered by Microrest Nigeria Limited.
Of our country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The company was born, okay, from our founder who had an idea and found a solution to help people. Then he had to create a company so that he could help more people. If he had not created a company, I would understand him today. And he wrote a book so that he could share them. You talk about trust a lot, and we talk about it in the U.S. too. Since he wrote about his ideas, many people have read his book and have repeated his ideas. Some people have even taken his ideas and said that they are their ideas. That will always happen. You can't keep that from happening. But he knows when he goes to sleep at night that that was his idea, that he contributed something very great to the world. And the fact that somebody copied it or used it and referenced him is actually the biggest compliment you can ever receive. And one of the things that we love about being there is when we walk up and down the streets of this town and we see businesses and shops, big and small. That's enterprise going on. It doesn't have to be, in big cities. It's in small villages. It's everywhere. 2/3 of our jobs in the U.S. economy come from small, medium-sized enterprises. They are the backbone. All the corporations get all the attention. They get all the media. You read all